Ever feel like your family dumped you in a chaotic situation and just said, good luck? Welcome to the life of a parasitic wasp. You begin your journey as a tiny, pearly egg snuggled inside a completely unaware caterpillar. Cozy? Wrong. It's less warm womb and more hostage situation in a fleshy Airbnb. Your mom? Absolute menace. She stabs caterpillars, lays eggs inside them, and dips. No hugs, no baby name. Just trauma. Real girl boss energy. But, to be fair, she wasn't always this cold. She had dreams. She wanted to be a leafcutter bee, build a home, raise larvae, sip nectar peacefully. But no, life was like survival of the stabbiest. And here we are. So now she flies around with dead eyes and a loaded ovipositor, spreading emotional damage and eggs like confetti. Love you too, Mom. You hatch, and boom, you're hit with a hunger so intense, it makes a hangry toddler look polite. But there's a twist. You have to eat your host without killing it. Yeah, it's like eating a cake layer by layer, but the cake screams. Brain? Off limits. Heart? Off limits. You nibble around the essentials like a guilt-ridden vampire. It's basically the biological version of passive-aggressive cohabitation. Fast forward a few days, you've grown, you're strong, you're ready. And so you burst out of the caterpillar's body like a nightmare piñata. Confetti? No. Just goo, guts, and existential confusion. Then comes nap time. You spin yourself into a silky sleeping bag and begin the ultimate glow-up. And while you're in there, you think, like, really think, about the universe. Why you exist. Why your mother stabbed a worm and called that parenting. Maybe you're the villain. Or maybe you're just a misunderstood biological miracle wrapped in silk. Probably both. Meanwhile, that caterpillar you hollowed out? Still alive? Still standing? And now? It's your personal bodyguard. Yes. Zombie babysitter mode. Activated. See, your mom didn't just lay eggs. She also injected a virus that rewired the caterpillar's brain. Instead of becoming a butterfly, it becomes your unpaid security guard. No breaks, no food, just loyalty. Creepy? A little. Effective? Absolutely. Here's something wild most people don't know. The caterpillar's silk is antimicrobial. While you cocoon, it disinfects your little chamber. You're not just evolving, you're doing it in a sterile, spa-grade womb. Luxury and sanitation? Iconic. And while you're in your luxury silk burrito, you're not alone in the world. One of your siblings? She never left the cocoon, because she never made it. Instead, she was scooped up by scientists. Now, she's known as Specimen 14, in a temperature-controlled lab, with soft lighting and pipette-wielding humans. They think she's adorable. She is not. She's plotting her revenge through the petri dish wall. You, on the other hand, emerge from your cocoon. Wings, legs, a horrifyingly precise egg-laying needle. You are not ready. But so is the world, and it wants to eat you. Birds, spiders, even bigger wasps. You're not a top predator. You're a flying protein bar. So you fly, like really fly. Every second is survival. You're basically a dart with anxiety issues. You find a flower. You sip nectar, like you haven't tasted joy in weeks. And then, a bee. A fuzzy, buzzing linebacker shoves you aside like it owns the buffet. You buzz back. He buzzes louder. And then slam. You dodge. Barely. Note to self, never fight a bee at brunch. And yes, your wings matter. In wasp society, torn wings are a sign that you're an easy lunch. So you spend your downtime smoothing every tiny flap. It's not vanity. Call it Wasp Fashion Week. Now it's time to flirt. You release pheromones like it's an unhinged dating ad. Winged female seeks thrill, seeking male for airborne romance and traumatic co-parenting. A male shows up, small, excited, full of hope. A second male crashes in like a drunk groomsman at a wedding. Mid-air battle ensues. Your suitor wins. You're impressed. You mate. Romance, parasitic wasp style. Small, excited, full of hope. A second male crashes in like a drunk groomsman at a wedding. Mid-air battle ensues. Your suitor wins. You're impressed. You mate. Romance, parasitic wasp style. Two parasitic wasps, flirting for life. You both hover mid-air in mutual embarrassment before awkwardly flying in opposite directions. It's not you. It's biodiversity. Then comes the hard part, finding a host. You scan a leaf. Jackpot. 2 caterpillars. But oh no. Another female wasp sees them too. It's on. You both circle. She tries to intimidate you with wing flutters. You strike first landing and jabbing. She shrieks and flies off. You win. You stab that caterpillar like it owes you money. Victory feels good. And then your inner detective activates. You sense something's off. The caterpillar is twitching wrong. You scan. You smell something. Another wasp egg. How dare. You dive in with surgical precision and remove it. Parasitic sabotage. Wasp edition. You're flying high. Feeling proud. You've done it. You've become the ultimate horror show of evolution. But even among parasitic wasps, there are outliers. Freaks of nature. Legends whispered about on bark and leaf. Take her, for example. Vespara 9, the wasp, born with a genetic mutation that made her faster, sharper, and 20% more rage-fueled than the rest of us. She didn't just fly, she torpedoed. 1 second she was sipping nectar, the next boom she'd already injected a caterpillar and was halfway across the garden. Some say her wings had extra muscle fibers. Others claim she made a deal with a hummingbird for flying lessons. Either way, she became a myth. A wasp jet. But mutations don't just create superheroes. They create weirdos too. Like Gary. Gary had 3 antennae and 0 instincts. He once tried to lay eggs into a dead leaf. We don't talk about Gary. But Vespara? She proved something. That even in a world this brutal, some wasps are born not just to survive, but to dominate. And maybe, just maybe, if you flap hard enough, drink enough nectar, and dodge enough beaks, you too can become more than just a horror story. You can become a legend. And as impressive as you are, your cousins, they take it up a notch. Some parasitic wasps inject spiders. Not only that, they reprogram the spider's brain to build a weirdly specific web. Once the custom architecture is done, the larva eats the spider and moves in. Interior design mates cannibalism. And here's something else. Scientists discovered that some wasps leave a decoy egg. Like a fake. It tricks other parasites into thinking the host's already taken. It's literally the insect version of putting a reserved sign on a restaurant table. Manipulation? Yes. Genius? Also yes. Some species even go further. If a rival wasp lays her egg in your host, you can detect it, and you destroy the intruder's egg. Yes, really. Wasp soap opera levels of petty. This isn't just survival, it's sabotage with flair. You pause mid-flight and reflect. Once, long ago, you were that egg. Tiny, helpless, riding a digestive roller coaster inside a caterpillar